about scaring away evil spirits, which is gonna be a part of our second podcast. So there are many rituals in every country and every culture which are focused on dealing with those evil, how to say, powers. So do you have something similar in Ukraine?
Yeah, actually, for Christmas in Ukraine, we also wear some scary costumes of devil, but it's like kind of connecting with religion, and then we need to scare the devil for not to come to us. But I think in Bulgaria it's something different, huh?
Yes, in Bulgaria we have kind of similar ritual, which is connected with New Year's Eve, not Christmas. And I will tell you more about this today. So it's called cookery, and those people that you see on the pictures are the cookery. Actually, they are elaborately costumed Bulgarian men who perform traditional rituals intended to scare away evil spirits, as we said. Also, this is closely related to some other traditions in Romania, in Greece, in Serbia and Macedonia, as you said in Ukraine as well. There are similar traditions, and the cookers are one of the oldest and the most fascinating of all the Bulgarian traditions. As I said, it is around New Year's Eve, and the cookery walk and dance through the villages to scare away the evil spirits with their costumes and the sound of their bells. They are also believed to provide a good harvest, health, prosperity to the family, happiness during the whole year. And once a year, people all across the country will dress as these monsters to enter into public games and parades. The cookers walk around, jump, dance, special magic dances to celebrate the beginning of the spring. And as we said, they hope for land fertility, health, and of course, happiness. The largest cookery festival of them all is in Pernik, which is home to the International Bulgarian Festival of Masquerade Games, or Surva Festival. So the cookery games on New Year's Eve in Pernik is called Surva. The festival held in Pernik is the oldest festival of the Masquerade Games in Bulgaria. The first edition was opened in 1966, and in 1995, the International Federation of Carnival Cities accepted the town of Pernik as its full member. In 2009, Pernik was proclaimed as the European capital of Surva. The cookery tradition and the Surva festival in Pernik is included in the UNESCO's list of protected non-material cultural heritage.
Or can you tell me more about the costumes and masks for this festival?
Yes, so the costumes cover most of the body, as you can see, and include decorated wooden masks of animals, which are sometimes double-faced. They are mostly masks of rams, goats, bows, and can be adorned with colorful pieces of cloth or mirror pieces, etc. The colors in cookery's masks are carefully chosen because, for example, the red one prevails to remind of the revival of nature, the sun and the nature's fertility, while black color is added to symbolize earth, and white color stands for light and water. The mask, according to folklore beliefs, protects from the harmful influences of impure powers. And Bulgarian ritual masks are a rich source of information of the country's various ethnographic regions, because every region has their different style of the masks.
I also heard that there are special bells that plays an important role in the ritual. Can you tell me more about these bells?
Yeah, of course. Hanging on the cooker's waists are large bells, which are made from copper or brass, which sound as the performance of the ritual do their dancing. You can see them here on the picture. The sounds of the bells hanging from the belts of the dancers are said to reinforce the protective prosperities of the masks. There are in the Cookeries Festival. There are all kinds of characters in the group of masked people. For example, there are some people disguised as grandmothers, others disguised as children, as animals. For example, bears, goats, also. But traditionally, no women are allowed, sorry, to take part in all roles. Um, which are played by men wearing different masquerade costumes. However, nowadays some women also can be cookery because the tradition now can let them do it as well. All the neighborhoods gather on the center square of the town and compete on the basis of different characteristics. For example, the most populous neighborhood, the one with the scariest costumes, the one with the most creative performances, etc. And of course, there are awards for the winners at the end.
Can you also give me some examples about this?
Yeah, for example, near my hometown, Yakuruda, there is another town, Razwok, and there on the 1st of January, there is such a festival, and every person from the region goes there on New Year's Eve, after New Year's Eve. Me and my family are there every year. And as I said, all the neighborhoods gather on the center square. And after their performances, there is a lot of huro, which, as you know, is the Bulgarian dance, and it's really fun. Also, there is in Blagoevgrad, there is such a celebration as well. Traditionally on January 1st, but recently the celebration happens between January 1st or 8th. The Kukeri traditionally visit people's houses at night so that the sun would not catch them on the road. The dances performed by Kukeri also take place at night. That is done to avoid being caught by the sun's rays. The procession of Kukeri goes through the village and sound their bells, pushing away the evil spirits by the bell chiming and their scary costumes made of sheep or goat pelt. But they also bring another benefit with their dances. The popular belief is that cookery dances ensure good harvest and health for all the villagers. Having gone around the village, the group of cookery gathers in the central square, and there they launch into dancing, and everyone gathers to watch. After parading around the village, they usually gather uh, with their families, and they celebrate the successful celebration of making the bad spirits go away.
I have a question about kukeri. Like, what does this word mean, and where does this word come from?
So the custom is generally thought to be related to the Thracian Dionysius cult. The term kuker could be derived from Proto-Slavic, where kuka means evil spirit, and the suffix er means a chaser of evil spirits, exactly people who chase away the evil spirits. Um, Another theory suggests that the name Kuker is derived from the Latin cucula, which means hood or cow. Sometimes in Bulgaria and in Serbia, it is a plural divinity. In Bulgaria, a ritual spectacle of spring takes place after the scenario of a folk theater, in which Cooker's role is interpreted by a man attired in a sheep masks with horns. During the ritual, various psychological acts are interpreted, including the sexual act as a symbol of the god's sacred marriage, while the symbolical wife is appearing as pregnant mimes the pains of giving birth. This ritual inaugurates the labors of the fields and is carried out with the participation of numerous allegorical personages, among which is the emperor and his entourage.
Does this ritual find an application in the modern media nowadays?
Oh yeah, that is a very interesting fact actually, because Kukeri or Kuker warriors are some of the main characters in the epic fantasy animated series, The Golden Apple, if you know it, which is currently being developed by Studio Zmei. In it, young brothers Bran and Vlad have been trained as cooker warriors to fight the evil spirits, but they have to question what they have been taught when they are forced to team up with half spirit Vihra and Samudiva spirit Tina in order to protect their world. Also, the cookery are featured in the music video of the song Fish On by the band Lindemann, and in the film Tony Erdmann, directed by Maron 8. So as you can see, nowadays it's still popular and people even feature it on the media, on music videos, song videos, on movies. And now I can actually show you how is the celebration taking place by these amazing videos. So enjoy.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, as you can see, this ritual and this whole celebration is a tremendous one, and it incorporates all the Bulgarian beliefs and traditions and the folklore as well. And it is a precious thing that it is maintained by generation after generation. So if you want to see it firsthand, you can come to Blagoevgrad or Pernik or Razlog on 1st of January. There will be there each year.
Yeah, I think I will go for sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you too.